Hi, boys and girls. I am going to give you a little bit of extra direction and go over some examples to help you on your Seesaw writing assignment today. So let's take a look at the slideshow. It says number one, to watch my video, which is this video, to help you with the Seesaw and making new paragraphs. Okay, you'll complete the Seesaw and then you're going to reread your writing for your realistic fiction story. And you're going to look to see, hey, where do I need to add some new paragraphs based on what we've been practicing this week? All right, so let's review real quick before we get to the seesaw. When to change paragraphs or when to make a new paragraph. So we can see from this poster or this little chart here, we can start a new paragraph or we need to start a new paragraph when a new character comes along, when a new event occurs, when new ideas are introduced, when the setting is different, it changes, when a new person is speaking, that's that dialogue we've been practicing, and then when time moves forward or backwards. Okay, think about like I survived. Okay, how the very first chapter kind of flashes into the future of the book. Okay, so when time changes, okay, or you say something like later in the day, okay, that would be a new paragraph because it's just changing the time of that actual day. All right, so using that information, we're going to go to our seesaw. It's called making new paragraphs. I'm going to take a look at some of the examples in this top set of pages. You will be using the second set of pages here, reading through and identifying at least 4 times that the author started a new paragraph. You're going to explain why would the author start a new paragraph there. Okay, think about the list of different ideas we just went through. Was it a change of time, a place, a person, a new topic? Okay, so think about and use that checklist that is in the slideshow. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of these examples. So when we look at this first one, okay, it says she looked up and then please, okay, and we have quotation marks. So we know that somebody is speaking, okay? We have direct dialogue. So this is a change in person, okay, that is speaking in dialogue, okay? So every time a new person speaks, we start a new paragraph. We use that tab key on our computer. All right. Now, you'll notice even after, okay, that person speaks, we start another new paragraph, okay, after that, even though there isn't a new speaker, okay, but it's no longer that same person speaking. All right, so let's look at the next one. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of start reading here. He took the hall pass off the hook behind her desk and headed out the door. You're welcome, Mrs. Ebel said to herself. Notice new indent there, okay, or new paragraph because that's a new person speaking, but we're going to do a different one here. He knocked on the door to Carla's office. Okay, this is also indented, or we call that a new paragraph because this is a change in place. Okay, so when a place changes, a setting in a story changes, we start a new paragraph. Okay, so we'll see again after that. How nice to see you today, Bradley, she greeted him. New person speaking, it's also indented, which means it's a new paragraph. Okay, so you're going to see so many examples. Okay, see if you, when you are doing this, you can find some different examples. Notice how in the samples here, it's not just the same example given over and over and over. Okay, so let's see. Let's try one more here. Zoom in so you can see the words. All right, I did my homework last night, he said. Carla beamed. I'm so proud of. I ripped it up. What? I ripped it up. I brought it to school and I was just about to put it on Mrs. Ebel's desk, but then I ripped it up. Ooh, this sounds exciting. I'm kind of wondering why he'd rip up his homework if it was all done. But all right, let's see. Why are all of these indented here, or why is it a new paragraph? Well, let's look at it again. I did my homework last night, he said. Okay. And now we have a new person speaking after that. Okay. I ripped it up. What? I ripped it up. So notice how it's a conversation, it's dialogue, and it's going back and forth from one person speaking to another. All right, boys and girls. So in your example, I want you to see how many different explanations you can come up with. So I know we can come up with lots of examples of a new person is speaking, but can you find maybe where the setting changes or a new event occurs, okay, or a new time period? I want you to see if you can find some of those different ones, okay, in your example here. Okay, and you'll just use the pen tool or the marker tool and kind of just like they did, okay, make a line, but then make a text box to type, okay, what was the reason that person, the author, okay, started a new paragraph. All right, then, boys and girls, don't forget to go back to your actual writing and look at your writing and look to see where you might need to add new paragraphs.